Okay, welcome everybody. Thank you for taking your time out on a Thursday night to spend a couple minutes with all of us. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Shannon Carlin, and I am an Emerald Ambassador with Q Sciences and one of the VP of Sales here. So I'm sure you were invited tonight because your friend wanted to share with you this great opportunity and give you a little more information about what Q is all about. So like I said, my name is Shannon Carlin. I am from, I'm in South Carolina. I am a wife to my husband, Sean, Mr. Blue Eyes. And I have two kids, James and Colby. So my background before I got into this industry was in corporate America. I always believed that I wanted to climb the corporate ladder, and that's really what I was doing, and that's the path that I was on. And when James came along, he's my first child. When he came along, I suffered greatly with postpartum depression and anxiety, and also had a little bit of an identity crisis, if you will, because I realized when he was born and when I held him in my arms that I no longer wanted to be in corporate America. I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. I didn't grow up to be who I wanted to be. And so it was a little bit of an identity crisis. And I struggled with that. And those of you moms out there, you can probably relate to what I'm talking about. But I just knew that I needed to be home. And so at the time, Sean was self-employed. He's been a general contractor for, I don't know, 15, 20 years now. We're getting old, so I can't even remember, don't even want to age myself. But that's what he was doing. So he was self-employed for as long as we've been together, for the most part. And so my income is what we budgeted on. That was our safety net, and that's just what we lived on. And so this all happened in the time that some of you probably remember, back in 2008 to 2011, where we had a big economy like hit the floor, right? And people were getting laid off and losing their jobs. And so for me to walk away from a six-figure income was devastating at that time, because we went from two six-figure incomes down to half of one. And living in Southern California at the time, I'm sure you can imagine, if you know anything about what it costs to live out there, you can probably relate a little bit to the struggle and the sense of guilt that I was feeling, knowing that I was meant to be home. And not only that, but we also decided as a family that we didn't want to send him to daycare. We didn't want somebody else to have those first moments with him. And so we knew we needed to find another way. And thankfully, my background was in finance. And so I was very creative with our finances, and I learned very quickly how to steal from Peter to pay Paul to help us ride the wave as long as we possibly could. And then when Colby joined our family, that was when we just couldn't take it anymore. You know, Sean said to me, he took a job overseas in Israel for about a 6 to 8 week period. And he said to me, Shannon, when I get back, we have to figure this out. And chances are you're gonna have to go back to work. And I was like, ugh, you can't say that word to me, right? And so I just knew I have to find something, and I need to figure out a way to get there. And so that's when I found this industry, and I really dove into it to really make a difference for our family. So I started in the industry in 2011, and I was with a previous company before I came to Q Sciences. And I learned a lot in that previous company, and I learned what I wanted if I were to ever make a switch and start over in another company. And so one of those things is that it had to be the right company in so many different aspects. And so when Q Sciences came to me, I'll be totally honest, guys, I said no for 4 months straight. I didn't want to start over. I really thought that I was in the best place that I could possibly be at. You know, our family was surviving. We were making ends meet. I had got us to the point where work was optional for Sean. And so we really, truly felt that we were living the dream. And so I pushed back, and Q kept coming forward, and I pushed back, and it kept coming back. And so finally, Sean said, Shannon, just look at it. Just don't be closed-minded, just look at it. And so I said, okay, I'll take a look. And so the things that stuck out to me right away was that the company was a ground floor opportunity, but it didn't come with the ground floor risk. So let me explain that to you a little bit. In the first 5 years of any network marketing company, that's the time that if a company makes it out of those 5 years, then they're probably going to be okay on average, right? But the key is in our industry, as far as timing goes, you want to get in before that 5-year period. But what I absolutely loved about Q Sciences is that it was founded in 2012, but back in 2012, up through January of 2018, we had a completely different platform. And so when everything was restructured and changed in 2018, that made for the opportunity to be ground floor. And that excited me like to no end, y'all. So since 2018 in January, our company has grown. That number is actually wrong to date. It has grown over 700%. Talk about momentum. We are in the right place at the right time with cutting edge technology and the best health and wellness products you can possibly get. But aside from all of that, I wanted to know who's behind the scenes, who's running the show. And so I'm going to talk about two men in particular, Mr. Mark Wilson. He's our founder and CEO. What I love about Mr. Mark Wilson is some of you may recognize his name because he was a Super Bowl champion quarterback. So he played for the Raiders back in the day. We won't fault him for that. I'm a Niners girl. But after he retired from the NFL, he went into real estate development, and he was very, very successful at that. And so when he retired even from that, he just decided that he wasn't making a difference in people's lives. And that's really what he desired to do. And so he founded Q Sciences. So remember how I told you that Q Sciences changed their platform? A lot of that is in part because of Mr. Jake Spencer. He's our president. Him and Mark Wilson own the company now, but Jake joined the company at the end of 2017 as a consultant, and his ideas and his vision aligned with Mark's vision, and that's when they totally changed the platform of the company to take it to where it is today. What I truly love the most about Jake Spencer is that he has been where we are as people in the field. He has rolled up his sleeves. He has built massive businesses, made millions and millions of dollars in this industry. So he knows what it takes to get it done. But most importantly, he knows what it takes to get it done right. And that's really what mattered to me. So they have also partnered with Dr. Stephen Kimberly. He's been here since day one. Dr. Kimberly is what I call the gatekeeper. Nothing product-wise gets in our company unless it's approved by Dr. Stephen Kimberly. He's got over 39 years in internal medicine practice, and then he joined the website WebMD, and he was one of the chief editing officers there. So what's great about him and what I like to really point out here is because he was in that position with WebMD, he was privy to all different kinds of studies about health and where we are today, especially nutritionally. And so he uses that knowledge and really pulls it forth into Q Sciences, and he truly focuses on absorption, right? There's no reason to take any type of nutritional supplement if it's not going to absorb in your body, right? And so Dr. Stephen Kimberly, it is his mission to make sure that our products are always the best that they can be. If they need to be enhanced, he gets them enhanced right away, and he focuses in on that absorption. So we have a full suite of products. When I was looking at this from a business perspective, I wanted to make sure that we truly had something that we could offer to everybody, to men, women, and all ages, from children all the way up to the elderly. And so that's truly what I loved about this company. In my previous venture, we were kind of locked into one kind of clientele. And although we were very successful, I knew that there was just so much more, so many more people out there that we could help. So I'm not going to go through all of our products, but I do want to talk about a few. This is our Q Core, and this is what I consider the backbone of Q. This is our most popular product pack that we have. And there's 4 products here. One is our Q Max, and this is what really has kind of put us on the map, if you will. Q Max was formulated to be just your micronutrient supplementation that you needed, like your everyday multivitamin, if you will. But as over time, when people were taking it, people were noticing a lot of things, that it was helping with ADHD and all different kinds of mental things, whether it be bipolar or depression, anxiety. I've noticed that it's helped me tremendously with my depression and anxiety. And so it was picked up and it was studied thoroughly. There's published studies on this product and what it actually does. It's truly phenomenal. If you like to geek out on things like that, then ask the person who invited you tonight to show you those studies and you'll be floored, I promise. The next product in there is Q Align. This is my most favorite product. This helps with everything in regards to inflammation. I have an issue with my guts where it's very inflamed. Won't go into detail there for you because I'm sure you don't want to know about it. But I've noticed such a big difference on how this has helped. It's also great for athletes and anything, you know, if you have joint pain or anything like that, it's great for workout recovery. My son is a very competitive baseball player, and he makes sure that he takes this every day because he notices when he doesn't. This is just a great product. We've also partnered that with our Q Biotics. This is a pre and a probiotic. So many great things that it does for your digestive system. And this is one too, that if you like to geek out, like I said, look into this product because you will be floored with the ingredients in here and what it actually does. And so recently we've added Q Fuse into this. This is our hemp product. I'll get to the hemp a little bit later. What I love about Q is that we also have a program for weight loss. I get asked all the time if we have anything to help with weight loss. However, I am not a nutritional coach. I am not a personal trainer, nor do I even want to pretend to be. So again, from a business perspective, I was super excited about this program because we have a program where when people need to lose weight, they can get one of these product packs, they get added into a Facebook group or a challenge that we might be doing, and all of those things are geared for them to get the results that they need. So there's actual people that know what they're talking about that are designing the workouts, the meal plans, all of the things. All I have to do is connect the people that want the help. We also have oral sprays. These are the products that intrigue me the most. So I know that with having an absorption issues because my gut doesn't work properly, in order for me to get the nutrients and things that I need, especially like medications or whatnot, I need to have it through a shot. And we all know that's obviously the fastest way to absorb something, right? The second fastest way is sublingually under your tongue. So these really excited me, one for myself, and two, as a mom, knowing that my kids probably weren't getting the nutrients and the vitamins that they needed on a daily basis. I knew that they would be all over these sprays because they're fun and hip. So we have B12 for energy. It's a methylated B12. We have Q Sleep for sleep. Amazing. My favorite spray. Can't go a night without this stuff. Q Boost for metabolism boosting, relief for pain, C plus for immunity, which is totally needed right now and what's going on in our world, and then D3 for brain health. So let's talk about hemp a little bit here. I get asked all the time, Shannon, you say you have full spectrum hemp. I want CBD. What's the difference? The easiest way for me to explain this to you is think of CBD as like vitamin A. And think of full spectrum hemp as that entire multivitamin. It has more in it and all of the things needed in it, the CBN, all the flavonoids also in it that your endocannabinoid system needs to bring the effects to your body and give you the most optimum results from our hemp product. So if you ask me, it's even better than just CBD. So we do have a full product line of hemp products here, from topical creams, roll-ons, to sublingually under your tongue, to infused water. We've got all the goods here. But let's talk about this from a business perspective for a second. If you don't know much about the full spectrum hemp industry, I do want to point out one thing. Right now, this industry is at about $1 billion a year. They are projecting that this industry is going to surpass $20 billion by the year 2024. Think about that for a second, okay? When I first started thinking about this and really looking into this, I thought, man, if I could get just even 0.01% of that, I could literally set up my family for life. So then I thought about it even further, knowing that this industry is all kind of the wild, wild west, we call it, right? Where everybody's still kind of trying to figure it out and the rules on it all and all of the things. I wanted to make sure that if I aligned myself with a company that had this product, that it was done with integrity, with ethics, and most importantly, with full transparency. So what I love about Q Sciences and Mark Wilson in particular is that he is nothing more but honest and transparent. And that means so much to him. So every single one of our hemp products has a QR code on them that you can literally use the camera app on your phone and scan and get the testing results from your particular product, the hemp that is in that product. We couldn't be any more transparent if we tried. And so I love that. I love that we have the ability to sell this product through an e-commerce website for something that people want to get their hands on. I mean, it is just so popular. So really quickly, I wanted to introduce to you my friend Jackie, and she's got a great testimony that she would love to share with you all. Jackie, are you able to unmute yourself?
Yeah, I did.
Perfect.
Hi, I started out with Q Science as a customer. One of my friends had introduced me. She had talked about how the QMax had medical studies that helped with depression and anxiety, and that's something that I've dealt with since high school. I would have social anxiety so bad that my teeth would chatter, my hands would shake whenever I was in a public environment, and I would have nightly panic attacks. And I had always tried to control those using other CBD oil brands. And I found the most success with our Fuse brand and being able to control that. I would take it at night before I would go to sleep if I started to have a panic attack, and it would be gone within 10 minutes. I've never had one work as fast as that did. But as I use the QMax even more, it's gotten to the point where I don't have panic attacks anymore because the QMax is taking care of that. And it's also helped me a lot with my depression, where I used to feel hopeless, overwhelmed, mental fog, where it was hard to even think about cleaning the house or things like that. Everything was just very overwhelming. And now at this point, I feel like I can get up, I can get started on my day, and I have a much better positive outlook than I ever used to have. So QMax and our hemp oil have really been life-changing for me.
Thank you, Jackie. I appreciate you sharing and being vulnerable with all of us tonight.
Thanks.
If anybody else has any testimonies from our products, please drop it in the chat below so everybody can learn and hear more results. So if tonight has interested you at all and you want to figure out how you can get involved in Q Sciences, we have a couple different options. The first way, if you just want to try our products, then we have a great program. It's called our Preferred Customer Program, and it's $10 a year to be on this program, and you get tons of benefits. First of all, you get wholesale pricing. So you get the same pricing as I do as an ambassador of the company. You also get the ability to earn points back on all of the money that you spend on your products to use towards free products. And we also have a great referral program for you to earn your products for free as well. So get with the person that invited you tonight if this sounds like the way that you'd want to go, and they can definitely give you more information. If you're looking at this because you're like, okay, tell me a little bit more about the business. I have tons of people that I think could benefit from these products and I'd love to make some supplemental income. Then the ambassador option is what you really want to look at. So it's $39.95 to get a business, to buy your business with Q Sciences. So think about that for a second. As a business owner, if you were to go and open like a brick and mortar location, you would spend tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars to get that business up and running. But we allow you to have a business for under $40 that gives you everything you possibly need. You get your personal e-commerce website, you get your back office where you can see what's happening in your business and run all of your reports and everything that you need to do. You also have tax benefits. As a business owner myself, we are, excuse me, I had a hiccup. We are just so blessed that we get to have so many write-offs now because of our home-based business. We have a great system that we get you plugged into right away, so you're not left just trying to figure it out on your own. We have a great system for training and all the other things that you might need to run your business. So we have a simple onboarding process, like I was mentioning. With training, we goal set with you. We figure out what your goals are and give you a realistic timeline and plan for you to achieve those goals. And we basically get you in the position where you can start earning money right away before you actually even learn everything, if you're coachable and ready to go. So how do you make money? This is my favorite part, y'all. I told you I'm a numbers girl. This is where things get really exciting for me. So we make money 4 different ways: customer commissions, team commissions, rank advancement bonuses, and our financial freedom movement. So this is our comp plan. This is all that it is. There is no hidden agenda. There's no fine lines. This is what it is. I could pull in my 12-year-old in here and he could explain it to you super easy. But this is how it goes. I'll break it down really quickly. So the first way we're paid, that box 1, this is through our customer sales commissions. This is for people that don't want to build a team. You just want to get customers. You have the ability to still get comma in your paycheck and make great amounts of income here. So all of our products have a point value attached to them. And so as you can see there, whatever point value, CV amount you end at the end of the month, you get paid that correlating percentage on those product points. Super easy. Now, if you want to do both, getting customer sales and build a team, then you're going to open up our team commissions here. So in order to open up the team commissions, you only need 2 personally enrolled people that are active, which means they have purchased for themselves 100 points of product. And 2 people is what it takes for you to open up this part of the comp plan. It's not 2 every month, it's just 2 people. This is mind-blowing to me, y'all. So when I got into this industry and started to become really successful and it was becoming a full-time thing for us, what I hated about it is that at the end of the month, I never knew what I was going to get paid because we were paid so many different ways. And I always said, like, I don't understand why we can't just have a salary. I do this full time. I did that full time. Like, why can't I have a salary? Well, this comp plan is basically that. Okay. So if you take a look at that first qualified OV column, that blue column right there, and all of those ranks starting at builder going to crown diamond, and you move over to the second blue column, that is the monthly commission check that you make at each and every rank. These aren't averages. This is what your residual check is every month. So you get that, and then you add on your customer commissions on top of that. My favorite rank here is the rank of bronze. I was telling you how we kind of stole from Peter to pay Paul every month because my family was short $1,700 every single month. And so when I saw this number on our comp plan, I literally got chill bumps and I knew, Shannon, this is your sign. Like, this is where you need to be. And this is my most favorite rank. This is where I try and help people get as fast as I possibly can, just because this rank is so near and dear to my heart. But if we move over really quickly into category 3 and talk about the rank advancement bonuses real quick. So every rank has a bonus attached to it. So I've circled right there the first 3 ranks. This is builder, pro, and executive. These are the only ranks in our company that are time sensitive. So you have 30 days to hit these ranks. But in reality, it's really a full calendar month. So if you're looking at this business right now and you're considering this business, because it is July 2nd, the rest of July is totally free for you. So you would have until August 31st to hit those ranks. Y'all, that's crazy. If you're thinking about it, go for it, because it could seriously be life-changing for you. So if I were to tell you the possibilities here I would literally blow your mind to hear all the different stories. When I got started in Q Sciences, I saw this vision. I saw what I could do, how many people I could help. And I saw that this comp plan, in my opinion, I truly believe that comp plans build the culture of companies. And in a lot of companies out there, I don't think the comp plans really lend for leaders to be servants and to really get down in there and work with their teams, because most of the time they're only paid from 5 to 10 levels deep. And so people are out of their pay range. Here, all levels count. You are paid on all levels. And so I truly believe that our culture is one for servant leadership, just because we all win together. And because no matter what level people are on, I could have somebody on my 5,000th level, I'm still going to get paid on them as if they're my level 1. And so we truly have the mentality here to just help everybody succeed. In the first 4 months that I was here, I hit the rank of Emerald. So if you look there on the comp plan, that means my residual paycheck every single month is $45,000. And then on top of that, I earned all of those bonuses, the 500, 1,500, 2,500, 4,000, 8,000, 17,500, 30,000, and $50,000. And because of our financial freedom movement program that we have, I was able to learn the right way to do right by my money and put my family in a situation that keeps them safe. So before I go into our financial freedom movement and close this out tonight, I just want another friend of mine, Christy, to share her story in how she got started in Q Sciences. And let me find you, Christy. Are you able to unmute yourself?
Can you hear me?
Yep, gotcha.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So I was really honored when Shannon asked me to give a business testimony. We'll try to keep it short. However, I was with another business for 4 years and reached, I guess it was pretty high rank, but I was really nervous when I was approached to change companies because I was, quote, loyal to this other company. And, but anyway, once I kind of saw the comp plan, I couldn't unsee what I saw, if that makes sense. I was making X amount at my other company, and I said, okay, I am willing to do this if I can make up this income in a short period of time. A little bit about me, we have 7 kids, so it wasn't an option. Like, I had to hit the ground running. In the first 5 weeks that I was with Q, I was able to hit bronze. And I will say, yes, it was a lot of work, but it was simple. What I loved about just this process is I was plugged into a system. I had people all around me supporting me, reaching out. This lady right here that I thought was famous, like, got on the phone with me. And I was like, oh my gosh, my husband, I was like, look, Shannon's on the phone. But I love that this is doable. I am a counselor. I work out of the home. I have 7 kids. If I can do it, guys, you can do it. This has been life-changing for my family. Hopefully we'll hit the next rank this month, and it'll bring my husband home on the weekends so that he can be available, you know, more for our family, and just really blessed with all of the new friendships that I have gained through this experience. So thanks, Shannon.
Thank you, Christy. Isn't she great? I mean, 7 kids. Like, girl, I bow down to you. Couldn't do it. You are a superstar. But real quickly, before we close out tonight, I do want to touch on our financial freedom movement, because I truly believe that this will really show you the heart and the culture of our company. Q Science is truly, like, we don't have a car program. We don't have anything that is going to put people in a situation that could cause them more financial stress. You know, you know, when people say, like, I earned a free car from my company, that car is not paid for in full right then and there. There's still monthly payments that need to be made on that car. So if that person, oh, my doggies are running in here. Sorry if you heard the big bang. If that person falls out of rank, then they now have to cover that car payment. And so we truly don't believe in having a culture like that. There's my son, isn't he cute? Sorry, y'all. Thanks for getting them, Bubba. So we have a program that as soon as you become an ambassador with, it's okay, honey, just let him stay. As soon as you become an ambassador with our company, you have access to financial coaches, and they will literally help you in whatever your situation is. Every situation is different, and they understand that. These aren't Q Sciences employees. I do want to point that out. They're actual financial coaches that know what they're doing. So they were able to help my husband and I literally take every single paycheck we earn, and they help me decide, okay, this goes into savings, this goes to pay off this debt, this goes here, this goes into the kids' accounts, all of the things. So we were able in 6 months to pay off $80,000 in debt, have retirement accounts set up for both Sean and I, have college accounts for both James and Colby, and savings accounts set up for both James and Colby. I never would have been able to do that on my own, and my background is in finance. I thought I knew what I was doing, but I clearly didn't. And so beyond that, we have so many other programs that Q likes to give back on. We have a program called Q Cares that we donate to different in people's communities, different like nonprofit organizations or different outreaches that people want to do. And so we are a company that truly believes in giving back at all costs. And it literally starts from the top and feeds its way down through our company to just provide a culture that, in my opinion, is bar none the best culture that you could be a part of. So I'm going to stop talking for tonight, but I definitely want to encourage you to get with the person that brought you tonight. Ask them questions. Have them connect you with somebody else if need be to answer even more questions. We are an open book here. We are a family, and we're all here to help. And I truly believe that if you decide to partner with Q, you won't be disappointed. So thank you for joining me tonight, and have an amazing 4th of July holiday. And I hope to meet each and every one of you very soon. Good night, everybody.
Hey, James.
Yeah.
Here, hold on. Dexter, cut that off. Look. James?
I can't see anything.
You can't see him right there?